when I was younger, I suppose, watching my dad, it was so cool, and it looked like it was just so much fun.
You get a different perspective on life almost when you're out on the racetrack.
It's just something you almost can't describe.
Jesse Stroud.
Caleb Stroud.
Jacob Stroud.
For the Strouds, motorbikes are a family affair. For years, the name Stroud was synonymous with motorbike racing in New Zealand. Now 3 of the 10 Stroud kids are following in their father's footsteps. And yes, you heard that right, 10 kids.
Well, the house is like never quiet at home, so it's always pretty rowdy, but yeah, you get used to it, and everyone's got their like strengths and weaknesses. It's always been very different from normal families, but no, it's been great.
Once got told it was just organised chaos, and I reckon it just described it perfectly. I mean, we had school and everything, and then I'd come home, and I thought it was just normal, really. Like, didn't really think about having 10 kids was a big thing until I sort of got a bit older and realised that it wasn't really.
Of the 10, the eldest, Jacob, is the 2019 NZ Superlight and 300 Supersport champ. 16-year-old Jesse has won 2 titles this season, the Gixxer 150 and Hyosung Cups. And it was 19-year-old Caleb's first season of racing this year. But after himself winning 9 New Zealand Superbike titles, you would think that for Andrew, winning would come first. But that's not the case.
No, sometimes I'm not overly fussed where they finish, but it's good to see them out there giving it their best shot, and safely, I suppose, is the main thing. Yeah, I spent 30 years trying to work out how to stay on them, so it's good to be able to pass something on.
Yeah, my dad's pretty supportive, yeah. My mum's also supportive, but...
She might think it's a bit dangerous, but she quite likes to see me racing with them.
She's had a good few years with my father, and then now all her boys are racing bikes at 200 Ks now. And
she's also very protective of all of her children, obviously, so...
She's supportive, which is all you can really ask from a mother, and yeah, really appreciate it.
Well, look, I definitely wish they were passionate about golf. That would be a lot better, a lot of resorts to go to. Didn't have quite enough speed or adrenaline. As infants, sometimes they'd be born and at the track in 2 days, and that's all they've ever known, so it's not really a surprise.
Between siblings, there's always a good amount of competition. But when you throw motorcycles into the mix, there's even more to be competitive about.
Yeah, it's great to be competitive, unless you're all trying to live in the same house.
And I never thought it was like competitive until Jesse started getting pretty fast. And I caught myself once where I saw a shadow of another bike, and I thought it was one of the other boys, and I saw a shadow and I was like, I'll give him a bit of room. So I sort of let him have the pass, and then it was Jesse.
I suppose he did get the fastest lap time, but I was winning, but always beat him.
I knew in my head that if I knew it was Jesse, I would have given him absolutely no room. So, people say you give your brothers a bit more leeway, but I think it's just the complete opposite almost. They're don't want to get beaten by my younger brother.
Yeah, hopefully I can beat him soon.
And although her boys are succeeding, Mum Karen is making sure they stay humble.
I really see the mark of a champion as somebody who's a champion in here. To cross a finish line first says that you have a certain skill base, but to be a champion in this particular sport, you need a lot more than just being fast.
Yeah, that's the main thing for Karen and I. Character's more important than results in our book.
Yeah, you're definitely proud of them, definitely. It's awesome having a great big family, and they've grown up in that culture of we're all at the racetrack together and travel together, and I suppose it's the Stroud DNA, and it's the Stroud normal. It's a bit different to other families, but I'm okay with that.